Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev. Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 141 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, C. Griff and Chicken J Money. Thank you. I was hoping that you were going to bring the flavor there. It didn't seem like you were.
Let the beat drop.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, we were just talking about this fucking thing. I think I got a wart. Well, it's just a tiny little bump on.
You got to hop
finger.
on it because they'll spread.
That's the thing is, if it is a wart, I'm glad I'm on it because I'm glad I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if you can see on the camera. I treated it, but I obviously put way too much of the shit I got from the doctor. Mm-hmm. And it's the whole cap of my knuckle is now like white and doesn't have feeling it. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take the finger off.
That's it. Yeah, it's second knuckle. Like right there.
Yeah, I don't need it. Like Yakuza.
Well, because, yeah. Yeah, warts are like mushrooms, man. They'll grow roots under your hands, and they'll sprout new ones up if you don't get on it.
Are you
not to freak you out, but they do that.
Is that a legit thing?
Yeah. Most of the wart is under the skin.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
So you gotta get on it. The wart network.
Yeah, so like I treated this last night, but it's like 40% concentration of that acid. He was like, "Oh, this will get rid of it quick."
Yeah,
it's like triple what you get at the store. I think the stuff you get at the store, the like Lysergic acid or whatever, is like 10%.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was like, here's 40%, be careful. And I was like, okay, cool. And I put it on, and I was not careful.
Not careful at all.
And I'm like, my whole knuckle is really white and numb.
I got some news for the pod. Anyone listening?
Ever?
Reasonable Doubt Podcast now has a Discord server.
Yeah, we do.
That fans can join.
Are we letting fans on the Discord?
We're letting fans on the Discord.
Shout out to our buddy Dylan.
Okay.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
happy birthday, Dylan.
He loves the podcast. He's been an avid listener since literally day one.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he waited, and when we didn't put out the first episode, he was very upset.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. Yeah, there'll be a link in the episode description for you to join it.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't post dumb shit in there.
No, definitely post dumb shit.
Yeah, okay, like dumb shit. Nothing illegal, please.
Nothing illegal, yeah. Don't put fucked up shit in there.
Don't put fucked up shit in there. I'll kill you.
Yeah. Can we kick people out of it?
Yeah, we can kick people
Okay.
out. Yeah, you'll get kicked out of it and you'll never be allowed to return.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
We will make no exceptions for returns. If you fuck up, you got like a 5-year ban.
Yeah, 5 years, and then you can come back and prove yourself again.
Yeah, you can come back and apply, and we'll think about it.
Yeah, it'll have to go through the system. It's very bureaucratic.
Yeah.
A lot of forms you got to fill out. It's like getting a health card without a driver's license. It's a
brutal.
fucking nightmare in there.
You ever looked into what it takes to get ID?
Like if you have nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's tough.
You have to start with your birth certificate.
Yeah.
That's how you start getting ID. For anyone who doesn't know, because I learned about this for the homeless people, because I was like, we should have a better system in place for when they lose their ID, which they do because they're homeless and their stuff just gets taken.
Yeah, and they don't have a mailing address.
Yeah. So they have to go in. They need, like, 3 witnesses.
Damn.
Like 3 sponsors to get their birth certificate. And the list of people they accept are like I'll start with the most reasonable thing on this list.
Yeah.
A teacher.
Okay.
Then a prof.
Okay.
They have to have known you for like over 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then a prof. And then a judge, lawyer, doctor, like... Yeah, the list is like, this is fucking unreasonable.
That's
Nobody
really
knows
hard.
these guys. I don't know any of those
I don't
people.
know a lawyer.
I don't know a lawyer or a judge.
We should know lawyers.
Yeah, or my doctor. Like, my doctor's known me for like a year.
Yeah, my doctor doesn't know me like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Like,
dude.
not enough to vouch for me.
Yeah, for
or put their
ID.
license on the line.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that for me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Or a priest is the other one. It's like, hey, like a priest and teacher are like a primary school teacher or an elementary school teacher. Those are the most...
I have no idea how to get in contact with my grade 3 teacher.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, what
What
you go
the
to them
fuck?
and be like, hey,
remember
I lost
me?
my ID. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
So, like, there's people who, like, if they're your friend
Mm-hmm.
and they've known you and they are of that role, you can use them.
Okay.
So, like, my sister is a teacher, so
Yeah.
I could use her. But you can't just use family.
No, because they'll lie.
Because they'll lie for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah,
Like,
it's
how the
it's
fuck
super
are people
hard.
supposed to get ID?
Yeah, like, I get worried. Like, I knew someone who lost they had, like, a wallet stolen or something. So they
Yeah.
lost their health card and their driver's license. And
Yeah.
they didn't have a passport. And I was, like,
fucked.
nervous for them. I was like, man.
Your life might be ruined.
You gotta find that birth certificate real fucking fast.
Yeah, because you're literally screwed.
Yeah, you are screwed if you can't
Yeah.
find any of that.
And Service Ontario doesn't give a fuck, dude.
No.
They're like, oh, you have no ID? Well, nothing we can do.
Yeah, like,
Fill
we
out
don't know
this
who you
form.
are.
Yeah. I know. It seems very unreasonable, though. You would think,
Yeah.
especially with homeless people, like, it's like, yeah, we want to get them off the streets. It's like, yeah, but you can't put them anywhere without ID. And if they don't have
they
ID,
need, like,
you won't
ID.
give them ID.
And a spot to get mail.
Yeah.
Is it, like, the only...
There should be mailboxes
Mm-hmm.
that you can get that are paid for by the province.
You should, yeah.
I actually think this is a thing. You should be able to get a mailbox that's your mailing address paid for by the province. I think that would fix a lot of people's
It
problems.
would, because that's the only way the government ever sends anything important is by the mail.
Yep.
So, like, you can't get certain jobs without mailing addresses and shit.
Yeah. Even, like, think about this. You get, like, even if you claim no income or anything, you still get Trillium benefit
Yep.
and stuff, so there is some money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So you think if you're homeless, you have no ID, no mailing address, you're just not claiming that money ever.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
up. Racking up.
That'd probably help out a lot of people.
Right? Can you imagine?
Because what do you get Trillium, like 3 times a year?
3 times a year. So
Yeah.
you think you're on the streets for 2 years and you got a mailing address, well, you got fucking 2 years worth of Trillium benefits. That's fucking crazy.
That would help you out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get, like, a bank account without a mailing address.
Nope. Nothing. You're fucked without it.
Yeah, you're actually fucked. There's, like, a certain point where if you go too far, then it's, like, very, very, very hard to get out.
Yeah, and it's like not that far.
It's not. It's a lot closer than you think.
Yeah. This is something
If
I
you
would...
get robbed the wrong way, like, that's kind of
You're just
it.
fucked, yeah. I've tried to stress this to people when people are like, I could never be like that. I'm like, you could.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how fucking close it is.
Very, very easily.
Yeah,
you could.
like, yeah. Unless you have a lot of money in the bank, like, most people are, what, like 2 paychecks
2
away?
paychecks away from missing rent.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
2 paychecks away, you miss rent, you miss a credit card payment or some shit.
Yep.
Now you're behind thousands of dollars.
And interest racks up,
Yeah.
and then you're out, and then you can't get any, like, money given to you because you have awful credit and you owe all this money.
Yeah.
And then you can't afford first and last for a place.
Dude, I can't
Dude, it's
fucking
like,
imagine.
it stresses me out.
It stresses me.
And then you gotta suck dick.
You're
for
sucking
money.
dick, for sure.
You're sucking dick for money.
For sure.
Which, like, you know, no one wants to be there, but if it's that or die,
I know. You gotta suck some dick.
you gotta suck some dick
And
sometimes.
there's some greasy dicks out there.
Yeah, and it's never good dick.
No. So you're never getting a good dick in your mouth.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, this
it's
is
never
life.
showered. It's never
Oh.
shaved.
Oh. Okay, so I gotta tell you
To
something.
change the subject.
Yeah, this is
from
gross.
dick.
So today I walked around the corner and the wife, like we had our hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk around the corner like somewhat quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say there's 6 paces between me and the wife. And she jumps back and out of the way. And like gets out of the way so
Yeah.
I can walk by. And I was like, okay, like whatever. And then I walked by and I was like, haha, celebrity coming through.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like jokingly. And I was like, why the fuck did you jump out of the way? Like, what's wrong with you? Why'd you jump out of the way so fast?
Yeah.
You know what she says?
What?
Wasn't sure if you'd be able to stop.
No!
I
She
swear-
called you fat.
I was like, that is the hardest fat insult ever. Like,
Yeah, like you had so much inertia. Right?
she like didn't think you could stop. I was like, what?
Like coming around the corner.
You were 6
Freight
paces
train
away
coming
from me.
through, like, thousands of pounds.
Yeah, it's like a fucking train coming out of the corner. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's so mean.
dude, it was so ruthless. And she's like, no, like not like that. I'm like,
Oh no,
it
it's
was
that.
like
It was like that.
You thought I couldn't fucking stop and I played basketball, dude.
Yeah, like your big fat ass
Yes,
coming around.
like, you fat motherfucker. Yeah, you ain't stopping that load.
No, fucking here he comes.
Boom,
boom.
Yeah, it was like 6 paces. And she's like, it wasn't that far. And I go back and walk it out, and I was like, 6 paces. And she's like,
Now you're proving a point.
yeah, she's like, well, like, you were coming around really fast. It's like,
So I could stop on a dime.
I was like, I can just stop while I'm walking.
Yeah, like-
I can be running and just stop.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Dude, getting called fat by your girl, like, and they're not trying to be mean, but they'll say certain shit, and you can't get, like, super upset about it. But if you said anything like that to them,
No, my nightmare.
afternoon's ruined.
Yeah, your whole day's fucked.
Like, I've been sitting there. Okay, I actually remember this specific. I was sitting on
Okay.
the couch. We're, like, watching a show. I'm eating chips. Shirt off, just in sweatpants, right? I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Eating chips, and she goes and grabs the bottom of my tummy with 2 fingers and gives it, like, a little... like a little flick up.
Really?
Yeah. And I looked at her and I was like, bitch.
What the
What
fuck?
the? I'm doing fat shit right now. Like, I don't need you doing that. And she's like, well, it was just like an intrusive thought. And I'm like, well, then stop it. Stop that thought. I was like, you just like pinched and rolled my tummy. Like, if I did that to you, you'd kill me. You'd leave me.
Yeah, literally, she would
She's
leave
like, well,
your
it's not a
ass.
fat thing. It's like, well, if I wasn't fat, there'd be nothing for you to fucking pinch.
It is a fat thing.
It is you Pillsbury Doughboyed me. She's like, no, I like your tummy. And I'm like, nah. See, now we're getting closer because you think now you're admitting it's there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my
like,
god.
I can't say that to you.
Dude.
I can't do that to you. You sit and when you sit down, it bunches up. That happens to everybody.
Dude, the one day, so I'd been running for like probably 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And like relatively consistently, but it'd be when she was like at work or whatever, or like she was out doing shit, and I'd go for a run like, I don't know, twice a week, 3 times a week. And I swear to God, the one night she's home, and I go, all right, like, I'm going to go for a run.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, really?
Aww.
It's like, what?
What do you mean, really?
Yeah, and she's like, well, I just didn't think that you, like, could.
Run?
I was like, I'm a military veteran.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think we are?
I've done lots of running.
Yeah, the, like, expectations of what we can do are so low.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that, dude?
I've had it where we've been, like, moving furniture around.
Yeah.
Which, like, means I'm doing 80% of the weight.
Yeah.
Right? Just... And at the end, I'm like... Like, I'm huffing and puffing
Yeah.
a little bit. She's like, you're breathing really hard.
Oh,
like,
God.
Yeah, I am.
I just did all the work.
I'm slugging shit around,
Yeah.
okay? Sorry, I'm not... Because the expectation is you're either Superman or you're a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, it's one of the... There's
It's-
no in
there's
between.
no in between.
No.
I'm going for a run. Really?
Really?
Like, come on.
She's like, yeah, I've been running. And she's like, huh.
You should do that next time she's going to go extra. Like, oh, I'm going to go hit the gym.
Really? See what
I
happens.
didn't think you went.
Yeah, is that a thing?
Yeah. You've been doing that? How long?
Just start trolling her.
Yeah, no, she'll kill you for
Do you
that.
remember years ago when we did like our holiday season? We had a bunch of dinners, and she was like, "Oh," she's just like sitting there. She's like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "Whatever, you're just looking a lot like me." Like,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
And she goes, because I was like, "Fuck her," and she goes, "I'm not fat. I love you."
Oh.
She's like, "I love you," and I was like, "What were you gonna say?" And she's like, "Nothing. I wasn't gonna say." Like,
Oh my
you
god.
were gonna call me fat.
You're looking like me, shredded.
Yeah, yeah.
Prime of my life.
Look at this fucking.
Look at it. I got the V going. I'm not fat.
And just stops mid sentence, and I was like, "No,
Oh, you
no,
fucked
go
up.
ahead, finish the
Yeah,
fucking
you fucked
sentence."
up now. Okay.
Yeah. It's so
I
good.
was paying you a compliment.
Yeah, I thought you looked strong.
Yeah.
Like me, capable.
Yeah, you look like me. I'm not fat and gross and smell bad.
I know, like what the fuck? Who says that to someone they're with?
Yeah, I know. Like, you love me, don't you?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, but it gives you, like, on one hand, yeah, it sucks to hear that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you get to act like them for a few hours,
Yeah.
which is just great.
It's amazing.
I ham it up all the time.
Dude.
She'll say something like that in the car, and I'll, like, put both my knees to the door side, like, look out the window.
Oh, dude.
It'd be like,
So
she's like,
good.
what's wrong? Like, nothing.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Is it about the comment? No.
What? No, why would it be?
What was there something wrong with that comment?
Yeah, like I want you to explain because I don't.
I want you to explain what you did wrong.
Yeah, because like I didn't hear a sorry.
So good.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you felt that way. It doesn't count.
Dude, that was my go-to apology for
I'm
years.
sorry you feel that way. Yeah, it's a shitty thing.
I'm sorry that you misunderstood what I was saying.
I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I want an apology with an admission of guilt and a plan to be better. That's what I want.
I want a fucking business plan.
I want a business plan, and I want you to like make me dinner to apologize for this. And I don't want you seeing your friends for 5 days.
Let me suck your dick for the whole game.
I want to watch the baseball game, and I want to get topped the whole time. With effort.
Yeah, put in effort, and I'm not paying attention. I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I'm not thrusting once.
Yeah. That's so good, actually. Yeah. I'm watching a whole fucking basketball game. I'm not even looking at you.
I'm not even looking at you.
I'm not even looking over. You do whatever you want.
And then
but it better be good.
Yeah, and get really excited about the game during it.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, God!
Whoa, fucking strike on the inside corner. You love to see that.
Dude, that is a good.
I love seeing that.
Dude. When it goes right underneath them and they don't even see it and they swing hard and it's like deep on them.
Yeah, like hits the ground.
They swung at a fucking heavy curve.
Yeah, I love seeing
that. Or like
when
you see the curve come in and then it like drops. It's almost like a splitter, like drops down and at the last second and they've started their swing.
And it just looks like they're golfing.
Yeah, they just because they adjust to come down and it's like, dude, you're never going to hit it. It's almost at your elbows.
Yeah.
Like it's way inside.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
And they full fucking swing.
I love it. Fucking World Series is on.
Oh yeah, this is fucking hilarious. So we're stoned the other day. This is another funny thing. The wife gave me some comedy this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so she
So she's mean and funny.
Yeah. Brutal comedy.
Yeah, we're just starting this like story that our wives are awful to us.
Yeah. So she walks by the other day.
Yeah.
Like a fucking 12-year-old, I swear to God. Just listen, this is the most 12-year-old shit she could possibly have done. You definitely did this when you were 12. I did this when I was 12.
Okay.
Walks by the TV, we're stoned, and hits the TV with a behind-the-back power on.
Whoa!
You know what I'm talking about? Behind the back hits the power button, and then sits down, and like does one of these, like flicks the remote in her hand, like spins it. And I was like, oh, you think you're fucking sick, don't you? And she's like, what? No, what? I'm like, behind the back, turn the TV on, and then sit down and spin the remote.
Yeah, she was waiting for you to be like, very cool.
Yeah. Like, you think you're fucking
she's
dope,
gonna like
dude.
walk through a doorway and like smack the top.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what are you fucking 12 years old, dude? Like, congrats. You used the fucking power button on the remote. Like,
does that count as cool shit?
Yeah. That's some cool shit, man. Fuck.
Yo, what's next? Like a wheelie on a bike?
Yeah, and she's like, well, I did it behind the back. And I'm like, yeah, there's no... You
didn't have to do that.
You could point the remote at the fucking wall. It's still going to turn it on. There's no accuracy
Yeah, there's no
involved.
IR sensors anymore.
Yeah. Fuck. You just fucking hit power. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, who uses the button on the TV?
No, on the remote.
Oh, she was walking with the remote in her hand
just
and
hit it behind the back.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny.
Just drive by like, pop. And the look on her face was like, boom, got
Yeah, like
it.
eyebrows cocked.
Yeah, she's like, damn straight, turn that TV on. I was like, wow, you're fucking sick, bro.
Oh my god. You know what though? I'll still like I'll spin tongs in my fingers like they're pistols in the kitchen, like when I'm cooking at home. Or I'll like grab it by the fulcrum.
Yeah.
And do like a little 180, 360 in the air and catch them. And she'll be like, wow.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, I've been working on that for years.
Yeah, I do that for 8 hours a day.
Dude, that one is a one master, though.
Because it flips one full rotation
but you spin
on
it
this
when you
axis.
flick it. Yeah.
But the other axis does a 180. It's very cool. It looks cool in the air.
It does. I think it looks sick, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
I
But the
appreciate
behind
it.
the back with the remote? Like,
Dude,
oh!
I was like, you don't need to fucking...
Yo, what's with the flare? Yeah, are we bartending for clients?
I don't know.
Like-
She's been doing this weird shit lately. Just like doing...
Just adding a little style.
Just adding fucking flashy shit to her regular day. Like,
maybe
she's
that's
like,
better.
I swear, she's just like feeling life right now, which is good.
That is good. Yeah, nurture this.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
She's gonna have a water bottle on a table, and to grab it, she'll like drop it off the table and kick it up with her foot.
Dude, I would die.
I
would die.
Catch it midair.
Oh, boom, going to work, doing insurance. Yeah, I'm an insurance lady.
Maybe it's because doing the insurance work is not flashy at all. So
this
she's
is
got to
her
like
thing.
our jobs we can be flashy at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
But like there, like
just
she's
sitting
on a
at
computer, right?
Yeah.
So
She probably definitely thinks,
she's probably got fucking keybinds.
She's got keystrokes out the ass, dude, for sure.
Do you think she can type without looking?
Yeah, she does all the time.
You think she's like big Control C, Control V without
like
one hand Control C?
Okay, so
not
I've
like,
started doing this thing at work. Like sometimes the like packing labels print up or like fuck up. So the older guy doesn't know how to do it on the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I'll go into it, like I access the file, everything off the keyboard, and he's like clicking everything. It's so slow. So I like open the file, Control F, type the name I need, brings it up. I'm like, cool, number 9 out of whatever. And then it's like Control P, tab, down, and then that brings you to your like, so like Control P brings up your print menu, and then you go down to your like customized print page, and then type in 9, and then hit enter, and it's like so quick. It's like done, and it prints it. And I did it in front of him the other day, and he was like, "Well, look at you."
Like, nope, this is basic computer skills.
This is fucking how to use computers. Like,
dude, watching old people use computers will set me the fuck off.
Because it's so slow.
I work with a bunch of people that are older than me, right?
Okay.
And I'm, for some reason, the designated, like, there's a problem with the computer. Get Josh up here to look at it.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, they'll need to find an email. And instead of Control F or searching for keywords, they'll scroll.
Okay.
And they'll scroll and how do we get this as a PDF?
Yeah, like what?
You save as. Oh.
Yeah, how do we get it as a PDF though? I'm always like, what, do you know why you need a PDF?
Yeah.
Like, do you want...
Or
what do you need to do? Oh, you need to print it? Just hit print, bro.
Or like, yeah, you're printing, like, say I need 7 copies of something, right?
Yeah.
You go to your print thing, and then it's like number of copies, and there's the highlighted number, and then the 2 up and down arrows.
Yeah.
They'll sit there and click
the
that
fucking up and down
the up arrow.
Bro, just
like, click
hit
it up
7.
to 9,
Hit
and then,
7.
gotta go back down. Like, And there's this attitude among people that I would say above the age of, like, 55, 60.
Yeah.
That just go like, well, I don't know computers.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
You can't just opt out.
You can't opt out. If you want to opt out, you got to move to the middle of northern Ontario. You move to Alaska.
Yeah, like you're
and
part
live
of the
on the
workforce. Let's fucking get it together here.
This is a thing. So, I heard about this from the wife at her work because they use computers.
Yeah.
They totally changed their system. They went to like some new system they're using to process everything. The old guy that's there was like, yeah, I don't know. And she's like, well, you have to like learn to use this. Like everyone's learned to use it. You need to, and he just won't.
It's like your whole job.
He just, anytime he gets to a point where he can't, like, doesn't know what to do, he just passes it off. And doesn't like, hey, can you show me how to do this?
He's like, you do it.
Yep, I'm done. And he'll send it to someone and be like, you fix this.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
dude,
what
I
the
would
fuck?
freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, look here, you fucking geezer.
Yeah, like,
You're
figure
about
this
to
out.
hear some ageist shit out of my
if
mouth.
you can't figure this out, then you get to retire.
Yeah,
if
then
you don't
you're
have
done.
enough money to do that, then you fucked up.
Bro, you either learn to keep up or you retire.
Yeah.
Like, it's one or the other.
Fucking get out of the way.
Yeah, literally, man. Like, there's a whole workforce.
Because there's a
waiting
19-year-old who would love to get hired there that could figure that shit out in an afternoon.
Dude, man, this is something that I swear old people don't understand, is they think they have job, like, the market's changed.
Yeah.
To any older folks listening, I don't want to call them old people, because they're not that old most of the time. Mm-hmm. But older people have this thing where they're like, oh yeah, I have job security, like, I'm irreplaceable. But it's like, most of the jobs, especially computer-based jobs, they're so they were a learning curve when these guys entered the workforce, and computers were still developing a lot in like really substantial ways.
Yeah.
Like iOS and stuff was changing, you know? Mm-hmm. Like the way they used the computer was still very much in development.
Yeah.
We're at a point now where, I'm not going to call it stagnation because things are still happening, but like everyone knows...
The basics are set.
The basics are set. This is how you do a bunch of basic shit. So like your job is not that hard. You're kind of overpaid.
Yeah, they are.
You're overpaid just because you've been there for a long time, and your job's not that hard. So if you can't keep up with learning how to do things, the reality is you can hire a 20-year-old literally that will walk in and learn your entire job in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And they'll be as fast as you in 6 hours. In 2 weeks, they'll be quadruple your speed.
Yeah.
To like 20-year-olds now, I noticed the difference between me and fucking kids.
It's like it's second nature to them.
Dude, me versus a 19-year-old on a computer, like, I think I'm relatively quick.
Yeah,
they're
just
fucking lightning fast.
Yeah, it's like speaking English to them.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I've only done this my whole life. Like, I know how to do everything.
I started using computers when I was like 10 or 11. They were using computers like
5.
Their whole life.
Yeah.
It's super easy for them.
I notice it too, like, well, you got to think too, like, we learned... I remember my first computer was like Windows 98. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was slow and everything took a long time. We didn't know keystrokes at first. Like, you just clicked around. They started with keystrokes and a fully developed computer.
Yeah.
That was like day one. They were like, cool, I'm going to figure this shit out. And they're... Dude.
You youngins don't know about computers that used to sound like coffee machines.
Yeah.
You remember that? You turn it on and and it would make this gurgling sound, but there was no liquid in there. I don't know where the fuck that came
why
from.
is it gurgling? Yeah.
There's no liquid in here, but it sounds like a coffee drip.
It does, yeah. And dial-up internet.
Yeah, our computers were all beige and smoke-stained.
Every single one.
Yeah.
I didn't see a white computer till Mac came out with their fucking giant screen.
Yeah.
Like,
we had a button you had to push in a half inch.
Yeah.
And there was a spring in it.
And it'd come out, and it was like, the computer's on. Yeah.
I remember, just those computers reminded me of this. I downloaded this program once when I was, like, super young, and then it came with another file that was just called Cup Holder.
Okay.
And it was, like, Cup Holder. And I, like, looked it up, and they were like, oh, yeah, it's a program that, like, adds a cup holder to your computer. I was like, that's fucking strange. And I ran it, and the disk tray opened.
That's hilarious.
I know. I was like, I thought that was so fucking funny.
Genius.
Because I'm just sitting there and run it. It's
like, cup holder. Cup holder.
Yeah.
Back when the internet was free and wasn't just full of child porn.
Yeah, well, I think it was there at the time, too.
Was it really?
Yeah, the internet's a much dangerous...
Now it's dangerous.
Yeah, the internet's a different place now.
Yeah, back then, I feel like you could go on fucking, like, remember when Reddit first started?
Yeah, and it was, like, lawless.
It was lawless, but it wasn't that bad. It was just people fucking around.
There was some, like, jailbait and stuff.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it took a turn where there was, like, a bunch of legality because they were like, hey, there's an alarming amount of really illegal things online. Like,
yeah.
And it was like, oh, what do you mean? And then suddenly it's like NSFW is like, there was a while there, I would say a solid year, where NSFW, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to click this.
Yeah.
Because, like, you actually don't know what's on the other side of this.
Yeah, well, my brain was, like, I'm sure a lot of men my age can relate, but I got cooked watching fucking people die on the internet.
Gore. Remember Best Gore?
Best Gore. Gorgeous girls.
Oh, God, dude.
Like,
it was fucking... Yeah, Best Gore, I remember seeing dudes jump off buildings and hit the pavement and bounce.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like 9.
Yeah, child.
Yeah, I'm like, no, maybe
Kids
not
don't watch
9.
that
I'm like
nowadays,
13.
I don't think.
Well, yeah, I don't think so. But I remember when Reddit went public, that was when they made a lot of changes, because there's nothing sketchy on Reddit anymore.
No, Reddit's actually very safe now.
Because they had to get advertisers, and advertisers were like, we're not advertising on a website that's showing people die.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember they went public, and they put up a thing, they're like, hey, we're banning a bunch of subreddits, and it was like, white supremacist subreddit.
Yeah.
Fat People Hate. Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
Where it
Fat
was
People Hate was hilarious.
it was just-
I hate that they got rid of
It
that.
was just people taking pictures of fat people in public and be like, fuck this pig.
Yeah. Dude, it was so funny, though.
Watch people die.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, here's your 97th cartel hit video of the day.
Dude, remember when they used to show the beheadings, the cartel beheadings, where they'd hit him with the machete and it
was
wouldn't
so
go all the way
dull.
through and they'd have to keep hacking?
Sawing at it.
Oh, God. And the guy screaming while his neck's like...
Yeah,
oh
the
my
ISIS
God.
videos.
Oh, the ISIS videos?
Where they like filled the cage full of people and then drowned them all in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh,
then it
my
pulls them all
God.
up and they're all foaming from the mouth.
Yeah.
Because I guess with the ISIS videos is that the video they take is never the first take. They've set these up every single day, and then stop it right before they kill them to like desensitize the people.
Oh
And then
my
the
God.
one day they actually just do it. That's why all those guys were always so calm
Yeah,
in those videos, because they're like, it's just another fucking whatever. But I remember watching that video and then having to go eat dinner with my family.
Oh.
And it's like dinner time, and I didn't say a word. I was just like sat at the table, like just watched like 8 grown men die.
Dude.
And they're like, "Oh, how was your day, Josh?" Like, fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
There's things on the internet.
Yeah,
that
there's
are dark.
yeah, guys, don't go on the computer.
Dude, I remember.
There's not nice stuff.
I
on
remember learning about that and everyone talking about the world and being like, in my head as a little like fucking 15-year-old, being like, you don't know what's out there in the world.
there. Yeah, you're jaded.
Yeah, it's like, the world's a dark fucking place.
Well, it took such a turn because for a while we were just saying each other like shocking shit,
yeah.
right? Like Lemon Party, if you remember that one, which is
Lemon
just
Party
like
was
old dudes
disgusting.
fucking.
2 girls, 1 cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Gautier.
Yeah, like the fucking guy squatting on the jar.
Yeah, jar squatter.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all just like shocking.
The dude that gets fucked by the horse.
Yeah, Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like it's funny and ha 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 and like gross and whatever, and then someone sends like a guy getting his eyes gouged out, and it just kills the vibe.
Dude, or
Everyone's
Pain
like-
Olympics.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, about half of those were fake.
Really?
Yeah, they were like prosthetics and shit. Because they were
Okay.
the Pain Olympics, if I remember right, was like one guy set it up, and then a bunch of people would send clips to him, and then he would make like the full length videos.
Yeah, but they were like of dudes chopping their nuts off.
yeah, I know, dude.
Yeah, dude, my balls are tight.
Oh
Right now.
fuck!
Yeah.
And I remember watching it, and like, I remember watching it, and a buddy of mine cried. Like we were watching it.
I remember
and, like,
the one that
I remember
dude
being
chops
sick.
his fucking dick off, and
Yeah.
it takes like 2 hacks to chop his dick off.
Fuck,
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
dude. The fuck. Like, okay, obviously they're into that, right? It's like a sexual thing.
Well, a lot of them apparently they would do meth and then
Yeah.
do it.
And it's a sexual thing, but dude, I've had some wicked post-nut clarity.
Never like that.
Never like you wake up the next day, you're like, damn, I just
Dickless.
don't have a dick.
Yeah,
Dude, this
bro.
thing like rules my life.
Yeah.
How do I live without one? Like, what's the?
Maybe
I
they're
feel like
free now. I don't know.
yeah, maybe that's the clarity.
Yeah, they're like
Post nut
holy shit.
clarity is the clarity in your brain when you cut your nuts off,
Yeah, and they're like,
and testosterone doesn't rule your life
dude, this
anymore.
makes my dick hurt just thinking about.
You
this.
get into like painting.
Oh God,
You
this
get really
is
good at
horrible.
like finances.
Yeah, my finances get in order.
Yeah, you get to walk by a strip club without being like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe today's the day.
It is always so fun with when you're with a gang of dudes and you walk by the strip club. There's always someone that's like, and then you gotta like gauge it because like, yeah, you could.
I could go in there.
I could go in there for a bit. It's early.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. We could go for
10
an
o'clock,
hour.
like
2
you know,
a.m. rolls around.
Yeah, 2 a.m. I'm $1,000 lighter.
Like I don't
Whose
know what
fucking idea was this?
Who did this to us?
Because the second I'm in there, like I'm not thinking anymore.
Dude, there's some fucked up, like, if you look at the difference, I am glad that we've regulated a bunch of it, because people are like, don't regulate the internet, but then I think of all that shit, and I'm like, I'm glad we're regulating
Well, the internet's
internet.
different now, because before the internet was an activity.
Yeah.
It would be like, you didn't have the internet on your phone, you had a computer in your house.
Yeah, and you had to
so
go
like,
and
you
go
had
to
a
the
couple
internet.
hours of downtime, you're like, I'm going to go online.
Yeah.
I'm going to check out some websites and stuff. And then when I'm done that, I'm going to shut the computer off and I'm going to go do other shit.
Yeah.
But now the internet's in your pocket
It's everywhere.
and it's everywhere and you can't escape it and all you do is do the internet, right?
Yeah.
So
crazy to think of it like that.
It is crazy. And, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, tits appear on my phone, like, 5 times a day now.
Yeah, I know. If you think about that, like, man, you just didn't see titties before.
All right, do you know how much fucking groveling and how much work I had to put in to see a pair of tits in high school?
Dude, I remember, so we had dial-up internet for a while.
Yeah.
I remember...
Maybe not groveling. I don't know about that word.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, now, upon reflection, the amount of road work I would have to do to see a pair of tits in high school was...
unbelievable.
Now I just Google it.
Dude, I remember I used to you'd go to Google and type in naked lady.
A woman.
Yeah, naked woman. And then that was like...
Naked woman,
you're
not
fucking,
my mom.
Yeah, stupid kid. You're like, all right, like, how does this work? Figure it out. And you're on Google and you search it.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, cool.
That
and
opened a floodgate.
It was a floodgate. And then it starts loading line by line.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It'd be like...
And you were, like, hopeful that the top 3 lines were, like, her collarbones and not her hair?
Yeah.
Because if it was her collarbones, you got to see tits
then
quicker.
It starts, and you get to her face, and then you're jerking off, right?
Yeah,
and
but now you're jerking off to a face.
You're jerking off to her face, and, like, some collarbone, and then it was, like, the titties start coming in, and then you're, like, jerking.
And then the titties
Dude,
suck.
First line of nipple. The first line that
a
loads
hint
of nipple, you're
areola.
like, oh, God. Dude,
And we were better for it.
I didn't see a woman's vagina on the internet for like 3 years.
Because I didn't have the stamina.
I didn't have the fucking endurance to get there. I never got that far.
That's really fucking funny. Yeah, like I'm 16.
Yeah, dude, we had dial-up internet for a while. Like, I just never got that far down in the load page.
I never saw a vagina until I had sex.
And I was like, holy shit, what is this?
Yeah, that first Google search opened a floodgate that has ramifications to this
Dude,
day.
I remember to this day the first time and place I ever looked up a naked lady.
Yeah, me too.
Do you?
Yeah, I remember that. I can smell it.
I know.
There.
I can be in the memory. I'm like, yes.
I remember a friend of mine got busted. Well, I don't know. I can't remember exactly if he got busted. But one of our friends, this is when we all figured it out, like, kind of together.
Okay.
He's like, if you go to Google Images and turn Safe Search off. And
yes.
You type in Jessica and scroll down for 2 pages, there's a pussy. And we were like, no fucking way. Like, let's fucking go. So we, like, later, like, me and another guy go to the library.
Okay.
And there's, like, computers you can use in there.
Yeah.
So he's fucking around on the computer, and he does it in the library.
At school?
No, like the public library of our town.
Oh, okay.
And he pulls up a picture of a pussy. Because he followed the instructions to a T. Because there's no more attentive man than one like that, right? He pulls it up, and then it's, like, very quickly he realizes he has a picture of a pussy on a fucking public busy library screen. There's like people all around.
And there's a
huge like 3 times life-size picture of a pussy up. So he like quickly like exits it out and he freaks the fuck out. He's like, I'm gonna get arrested. He threw up.
Dude, when you used to think you'd get arrested for that shit,
Yeah,
like, I
it's
saw
like,
a
no.
naked girl.
Like
fuck,
someone's
dude,
gonna
what's
give
gonna
you
happen?
Someone's gonna give you a talking to for looking at porn in public, but like you're also like 14, so or maybe no, we were younger, we were like 12.
Dude, I remember one day I freaked the fuck out. So my one neighbor was a total rocket. This fucking mom, like 2 doors down. And me and my buddy are outside and we're like fucking around playing, like we were playing like street hockey or something. And it gets dark, but we have like a light, like a lamp right over us, like a street light. So we're like, okay, cool. So we keep playing. And then we hear like a window open. And we look over and she's naked in the fucking window.
Yeah.
This mom. And she was hot as fuck. And we ran away for like a kilometer. And we're like, we're gonna get arrested.
She's gonna know.
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck? And she definitely saw us run away.
I was like, oh shit, blinds are open.
So we run away, me and my buddy, and we're like, oh my god, dude, the police are gonna come. We're freaking out. Dude, like 3 days of us being at home where we're like, the peeping Toms go to jail. We didn't mean to peep.
You're like burning documents.
This is last
I can't have anything with my fucking name on it. There's got to be no tracing me here.
Have you seen The Italian Job?
You're like buying tickets to Panama. Yeah, we got to bug out.
We got to get the fuck out of here.
We got to get the fuck out of here for 6 months.
Dude, it was brutal. And then, yeah, I think eventually we were like, you know what? I think we're good. We got away with it. This is fucking insane. We can never do this again.
Your heart.
Oh my, and she'd come inside and she was so nice. And she'd be like, hey, boys, how you doing? And we're like, hi. Hello.
Looking at the ground.
Yeah. Kid, don't look at her tits. Don't look at her tits.
No, I know what they look like.
Fucking
Which
hilarious.
is so, like, back then, I mean, I don't have many interactions with teenagers anymore.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't imagine we were as subtle as we thought we were.
There's no way.
There's no way.
I think teenagers now are way cooler than we were then. My little nephew, Antonio, he's, like, cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, he's cool enough that, like, dude, he's not even that old. And I fucking talk to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I was not this cool at this age. Like,
No.
I was a fucking dork.
Man, they shouldn't have taken me to a fucking beach.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just looking at ass the
Wait,
whole
you ever
time.
look back at pictures of you? Like,
Yeah, dork.
me and Dwayne were looking at pictures of us at
Yeah.
that age. And we're like, dude, we looked like dorks. We had
looked
the
like
worst
children.
haircuts. We looked like children. We
Yeah.
had stupid-ass haircuts. You look, dude,
I had no style.
I no style. I look at my little nephew now, and I'm like,
Ripped.
dude, he looks fucking sick.
He's like wearing a chain.
He looks so cool. He's got a good haircut all the time. He always looks like put together. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? And what have you been doing? And he's like, I've been boxing. The fuck? What the fuck is wrong with
I was
you?
playing Mario Kart.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
what
I
was
had
doing.
no hobbies.
The only hobbies I were allowed were ones in the house and my parents approved.
Yeah, or out front of the house.
Yeah, within
eye shot of the fucking kitchen window.
Yeah.
You know, like,
A lot of my activities were like fucking around in dirt.
yeah. Yeah, like, what are
Because
you
there was
doing
like a
today?
construction site near our house, and we just like, we want to bring the trucks.
Yeah.
And bring our like our fucking remote control trucks in there. Like that was
You
fun.
drive him up the hill.
I did that like embarrassingly late.
Do you remember when when the roads would get plowed and they'd make those giant fucking the snow piles? Mm-hmm. And it was like, dude, this is a mountain.
Yeah.
You'd be like, we are climbing
you're
a
4 feet
mountain.
tall.
Yeah, you're so small. You're like, dude, we're climbing a mountain. And you'd climb up and it's like, you'd work all day. Like, did you ever have one of the really big
We
ones?
did, yeah, because it was like they had dug a bunch of basements for houses, built a dirt pile, and then plowed
put
the snow on
top,
that.
so it's enormous.
It's enormous. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was probably like a 20-foot drop.
Yeah. Dude, we had one like that because they plowed the school next to us.
Mm-hmm.
And they plow it, this massive parking lot, and make one giant pile.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, if you got a 3-foot snow over the course of, like, you know, a week,
Yeah, then that's even more on
dude,
it.
that'd be, like, tons. They'd be piling, like, 3 feet from across
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing all the way up. And it was like, man, I remember climbing up it, and we'd get to the top, and then, like, me and my buddy would sit down. I wish we had cigarettes back then, because I would have been like, another hard day. You know? Another good day, Josh, on top of the mountain.
Yeah, nice climbing today.
Yeah, good. Great job.
I really
Great
liked
job.
when you crossed the peak. Like when you advanced over that schism. No, like I remember it was like it happened really fast. Where like playing
Yeah.
as a kid for a while, like a few years, was just fucking wailing on each other.
Yeah.
Like we'd see one of those hills and be like, "King of the Hill,"
Yeah, oh,
And
King
do
of the
that-
Hill was sick.
and do that for like 2 hours.
Dude, kids don't play King of the Hill anymore.
Nope.
Fucking pussies.
But then like one day, one of our friends got too mature for that and was like, "Boys, we're not playing. We're hanging out."
yeah, hanging out is some bullshit.
And then we'd be
still play.
like, "Yeah, you're right. Like we don't play anymore."
that person's toxic. Whoever you were,
Yeah.
if you were that
Yeah,
person,
fuck you.
You ruined my life.
I'd be playing King of the Hill if it,
To
honestly.
this day.
If we were in like one of those children and men scenarios where there were no women around,
Yeah.
I think we'd still be playing King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the only reason you stop doing that shit is to look cool for
It's
girls.
because like when girls are around, I can't get hummed off the top of this hill and then get up in my snow pants.
Yeah.
With like snot running down my chapped lips.
No, God, I go back
I
over the hill.
can't wait for my Capri Sun. I can't do that anymore. So now I can't wear snow pants when it's snowing.
Dude, I still do.
Well, okay, you hit an age in your 20s where you start doing it again.
Yeah, like, I remember being about mid-20s, and I called up Dwayne. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, no, you want to hang out? I was like, no. want to go play outside? And he was like, I'll get my snow pants.
It's like a fucking superhero costume that you haven't worn in a while.
Yeah.
It's in the closet.
You're like, yes.
Today, old friend.
Yeah.
We wear the snow
Put it on,
pants
you're like,
again.
that's weird. It seems like it's for someone 2 feet taller than me. Or 2 feet smaller.
Yeah, you kept your same snow pants. But I remember, like, my parents, when it was cold, when I was a kid, they were like, you gotta wear your long johns today. And for a while, I was like, yeah, sure. And then at some point, I was like, I can't wear long johns to school because, like, if I have to get changed for gym class,
You look so gay.
and I look so gay taking my jeans off and I'm wearing fucking long johns. So I would just wear jeans in, like, fucking Canada's winter
Yep.
as a kid, like, wait for the bus for half an hour.
Dude, when your legs would go like the bluey purple color.
Yeah, they'd go like bluey purple. When I was a kid, I had like no fat on me, so and I like show up to school like fucking half frozen. I can't
Yeah.
feel my knees, and I'm like, at least I look cool.
Yeah, I look cool.
At least I look cool for the 3 seconds in gym class when my pants are off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid.
And then wear
dude.
long johns now. It's wonderful.
I love long johns.
It feels great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. We won't tell my long john story.
No, we don't. That's a join the Discord server and get me in a call, and I'll tell
Yeah.
that story. But I'm not telling that story on the mod.
Yeah, man. There's some shit that I do miss. Mm-hmm. Me and Dylan, actually,
Yeah.
we took some mushrooms and went to the beach, and we were playing at the beach.
Yeah, you were telling me. Yeah,
and then
playing in the
our
sand.
buddy came, and we were digging a hole, and then we were digging holes in the, like, shallow water. Mm-hmm. Great time.
That rocks.
Yeah, blast. That group of guys, we will occasionally still be like, all right, you guys want to fucking play?
Yeah.
You guys want to get fucked up and go play and do, like, play shit?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Just a lot of the play infrastructure is not for us anymore. I can't go to a playground.
I still go every once in a while. Like, me and a bunch of buddies, if there's no one at a playground and we're all, like,
Yeah, you
hanging
can't
out,
kick kids out.
you can't kick kids out. That's the thing. But we'll be there. Like, the last time I played Grounders was, like, less than a year ago.
Play grounders?
Dude, you want to go play Grounders sometime?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking blast. We get a bunch of boys together. You fucking go. And if
broken dishes.
yeah, like, if there's a park with no kids at it, you just fucking get out and play Grounders.
Can you imagine you're a parent? You're like 4-year-old
There's a bunch
wants
of
to go to the
30-year-olds
playground. There's
playing.
30-year-olds. You're peeking.
Yeah. Bro, I saw you fucking peeking,
Yeah, I
dude.
saw you fucking peeking. You gotta go back to the swing set.
Yeah.
I miss swings. They're too small for me now.
Oh, I'd still go on the swings. You
Are there
gotta
swings
find
that fit us?
Oh, yeah. I'll take you to some swings.
Okay.
Swinging's a great time.
Oh, yeah, jumping
The
off.
best excuse I have is my little brother, because he's like 9.
Yeah, I think that's why dudes like us just have kids, man.
Yeah, so I take him.
So they can take
I
their
take him
kids
with
to the
me
park.
to the fucking park, and then we'll both go on the swings. And
Yeah.
the wife is like, "You're fucking retarded,
You want to see me go over the crossbar?
dude." Though I do, I can still get like up over the crossbar where you get the chain goes limp, and then
Oh, I
boom.
meant like the full fuck.
Oh no. You know where you come up and you're like past.
Yeah, and
Past the halfway point on
And
the
it
circle,
jerks you back
and it, like,
down?
boom. Yeah, because you come past it. You come
And the
past
chain
the
is
circle,
slack.
and then it chain goes slack, and you drop straight down, and then it catches, and you're like, boom.
Yeah. We had a kid that we did send over the bar one time.
Really?
It took a bunch of us pushing him, but he went up and straight above the bar, and then
fell.
came down and smacked his face on the crossbar.
Oh my god.
And then hits the ground, and it's like winter, so he's wearing a balaclava, and he like pulls it down, and it's just blood. And I'm not proud of this.
Dude, that's so funny.
He's like crying. He's like, I gotta go home. Like, Mom, I gotta see my mom. And we all left him.
What?
Yeah, we were like, I'm not getting in trouble. Ran away, and he had to go home by himself.
Damn.
If you're listening, I'm sorry. That was really shitty of me. But we all panicked. We're like, he's gonna fucking die. Like,
Dude, yeah, and you're like, I can't be involved.
I can't fucking go to jail for this.
If I leave now, I have plausible deniability.
Yeah, it's like coming to the stand, 8-year-old Josh. How do you plead?
I love that one of the first things kids figure out is plausible deniability.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. And it's like, if no one says that I was there and no one saw me there, then it's
Yeah,
my
no.
word against
Yeah,
theirs.
you figure that
and
out.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Like, you notice that in kids. Like, they figure that out quick.
Super fast.
And
And they're
they
like,
suck
I
at
can
lying.
lie about being somewhere.
They suck at lying. You talk to, like, dudes with kids. You're like,
Yeah.
Well, who stole cookies? Well, because it wasn't me because I was in my room and I was playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I didn't take it, so I don't know that maybe someone broke into the house because I was over there. I was playing. I told you I was playing in my room.
I had headphones on. Maybe I didn't hear them come in. They came in. I didn't even know, and then they left with just that.
Yeah.
Then they had a key.
Yeah, you can't prove that I did it, but I obviously did.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, me and my dad got back to the house the one day, and my little brother and my little sister, they we come in, and the fucking kitchen window has a perfectly, when we left for reference, they were outside playing baseball. Just and then there is a baseball-sized hole in the fucking window. And we come in, and they're gone. And we're like, where are they? So we start trying, little brother's down in the basement playing video games, and she's there too, just tucked in the corner. And they're just like, hey, what's going on? And we're like, hey, what's with the fucking window?
What window?
They were like, what do you mean? It's like,
oh, that!
No, straight up, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. So my dad's like, yeah, why don't you fucking walk upstairs right now and take a look at the window? So they go up, and they're both like, huh.
Crazy, we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, they're like, we had no idea, didn't hear anything. We go, awfully close to a baseball shape. And you know what their first suggestion was? Maybe a bird.
Then where's the bird?
Yeah, we're like, the bird would be dead and inside the house.
Yeah. It's like they've had this thought. They're like, okay, we got to tell them it was bird, but we got to play like we didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
They're like, well, maybe it was a bird.
Yeah. Maybe it was a bird. Could have been a bird.
Yeah, well, we left the baseball outside.
Kind of a bird-shaped, pigeon-shaped, maybe.
Yeah, there was this pigeon inside. It was crazy, I thought.
We let him at the front door, didn't think anything of it. And we were just like, okay, and so I would come over and I was like, Dad, what's at the fucking hole? And he's like, yeah, nobody knows how that happened.
I'm still that bad at lying, so I can't make that much fun.
Oh, it's fucking brutal. It's hard to lie sometimes.
It is hard.
There's certain times where, when I have to, my shit's together.
Well, that's the thing, is you frame yourself as someone who's bad at lying.
Yeah.
So that when you do have to...
When you gotta lie?
When you gotta lie, everyone's like, oh, obviously he's not lying, he sucks at lying.
Yeah.
And we would know. And then you're sitting there like the mastermind.
You're like, I'm a genius.
You got your 10
I've been developing my portfolio for years.
I have told 3 lies in my life, and they've all
perfect.
gone.
Yeah, they've been perfect.
They've been perfect.
If you figured out I was lying, I wanted you to know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All of my lies, all the loose ends are snipped.
Yeah.
There's no way of finding me out.
I remember one time, my buddy called me. I'm not going to say who. I won't shout him out on the podcast, but he called me, and he was like, hey, man, I was totally... Or where was I last night?
Your girl's listening.
He opened with, where was I last night? And I was like, you were hanging out with me at my place. Right away. And he's like, oh, yeah? What were we up to? I can't remember. And I was like, oh, yeah, we were... And I'm like, what would he say? And I'm like, we were just, hanging out, smoking some weed, playing video games. And he's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I just couldn't remember. I gotta go. And I was like, okay, cool.
It's strange you don't remember. Yeah, because his girl made him do it?
And he gets off the phone and he goes, yeah, I was with my girlfriend. I bailed on dinner plans. I was supposed to go there. I bailed on dinner plans. And she was like, where the fuck were you? And he's like, oh, I told Christian that I had plans to hang out with him. Blah, blah. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I immediately was like, lie. This is a lie setup.
Yeah.
You know. Any guy who doesn't know that call...
what did we do?
Yeah, what did we do last night?
Or you get your text from your friend and it's like, oh, what was that girl's name last night? And you're just like, girl, put his phone down.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Put it down. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, what girl? Question mark.
Yeah, what girl? It was just us guys.
Yeah.
Because you love your wife.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just covering for your boy cheating.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about someone, it may have been a friend of yours, that the guy wasn't in trouble, but his girlfriend was like, yeah, your friends would totally lie for you. And he's like, nah, I don't think so. So she made him call all his friends and be like, hey, where was I last night? And all of them said, oh, you were hanging out with me. And And she's like, you have some good friends, but they're pieces of shit.
Pieces of garbage.
Yeah, they were all like, what do you mean, bro? We hung out all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed in.
You're the entirety of your friend group.
Yeah, it was like every guy was like 5 dudes. Like, what are you talking about? We stayed at my place.
Yeah, you were hanging out with me. Yeah. It's bad because dudes will just do that. They just know that's an unwritten rule.
Yeah. The
You know?
only thing is, if someone calls you and you're supposed to back up their lie like that, and your girl's there.
Yeah, and you're
Because then she's like, oh, you guys just do that for each other? And it's like, well, kinda.
yeah, kind of. Like, that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, it's kind of, we don't feel good about it, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't. He'll get a stern talking to later.
Yeah, and
about
like,
whatever the fuck he did that he's covering for.
it's weird though when you catch shit from like your friend's girl, because it's not nearly to the level that like he got it.
Yeah, but you're like, damn, I'm getting shit for this.
Yeah, but like I'm getting shit for this because it'll be like. They don't have the power that like your girl has over you, right?
Yeah,
because
but there's influence.
There's influence, but you're equals.
Yeah.
In this scenario,
remember when we got banned from hanging out with our buddy Rick Daisy?
We did. That's what I'm talking about. Because I got like a quick...
You got talked to. I got told don't talk to me.
Oh, that's worse.
She said don't talk to me, and I was like, damn.
He's in so much trouble.
Yeah, like he is in a lot of shit.
Yeah. I got like a stern.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like because there's no punishment to me.
No.
She can't like...
But there is the punishment of we couldn't hang out with him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Which sucked. Like, I was like, the fuck?
We were a bad influence, I gotta say.
We were, yeah. That was a bad time.
It was a rough point in our lives, but...
Rough go. There have been a couple times like that. I remember one time...
just a head shake.
No. One time my ex-girlfriend said, it's me or Dwayne and our other buddy.
Oh, well.
And I looked at her and laughed, and I was like, them.
Yeah, them, easily. They were here before you, they'll be here after.
That's what that's word for word. I said they were here before you, and they'll be here after. And she was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, no. Like, I've known Dwayne since I was fucking, like, 6.
Yeah.
Like, no, why would I ever stop being friends with him? Are you
Any
stupid?
girl that hits you with the "it's your friends or me" is gonna
Get the
dump.
fuck
They're
out
gonna
of here.
dump you anyways.
Yeah, don't
coming.
jeopardize your friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
life advice to all the young listeners.
Yeah, don't jeopardize your friends.
Always keep the boys in the corner. You
Yeah, always.
Never fucking give them up for a girl. That's crazy.
Because they like you for you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They want to hang out with you because they want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
You don't suck their dick, dude.
Yeah, they're
So,
not hanging out with you to get laid.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes for girls too.
Yeah, it does.
Like, keep the girls around because, you know.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, keep your friends around because they only like you for
You ever
your
meet
character.
guys like that are like 35, 40, and they have a wife and they like don't hang out with their friends?
Yeah, it's
And
pathetic.
it's like, it's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
If you're listening, it is pathetic.
It's sad.
Like, if you're listening, it's sad. It's depressing. It is pathetic because you're like,
oh, my wife doesn't let me have fun, actually.
yeah,
Like,
I
why
can't
the
hang
fuck
out
did
with
you
the
marry
guy.
her?
Yeah, I can't hang out with the guys because my wife doesn't like it. And it's like, so you just don't have friends because you have a wife? Like, I would not make that. That's not a sacrifice you make.
It's because I think there's a good amount of guys that are just so happy that they found a girlfriend and then now are getting married that they're not going to be like alone.
Bro, we have flashlights and shit. You don't need that
jerk off.
anymore. Jerk
Like-
off every day.
Like that they'll give up literally everything for it.
Yeah, and like, dude, like, honestly, for these 35-year-old pathetic dudes that are in this boat.
So your wife's mad at you, like
Yeah, so your wife's mad at you. Man the fuck up. Why don't you come on and be like, I haven't seen the boys in 6 months. Like, I needed last night. And she's like, really? And you go, yeah, really. And they fucking walk away. That's you putting your foot down and be like, I'm fucking
I
done
think
with
there's
this
a good amount of
conversation.
these guys too that have like alienated her from her friends.
Yeah, and so they're
Because
just together in their
They're
psycho
just
little
together
bubble.
because these are also the type of guys that like if she wanted to go out on a girls' night would be like absolutely the fuck not. You're not going to the club. You're not.
No,
doing...
some of them aren't though, because some of them are just pathetic.
Yeah, well, okay, it's not the absolutely not. It's the I'm gonna freak out that you're cheating on me all night.
Yeah, because they're insecure
gonna
little
be-
bitches.
yeah.
Because they don't hang out with their friends to have any confidence or reassurance. You know.
We figured it out.
Boom, done.
We figured it out.
Straight up though, like honestly, to any of those guys listening, like think about it this way: you don't need your wife that much. You just don't. you just fucking don't. Like that's just a fact. you should have friends, and it's good to have a wife. But if your wife's like that and doesn't want you to
Why would you want that to be
see your
wife
friends,
anyways?
dude? Like, what's your... you remember that hot girl that you went to high school with? Like, she has an OnlyFans now. You can jerk off to whoever you want. Like, fucking... Dude, it literally doesn't matter. Like, you don't need a girlfriend.
Well, this is the thing. If your wife is going to go out and cheat on you, she's going to do that, and then you being like, where are you? You turn your location off. That's not going to stop her.
No, dude, you're just a little bitch now. You're just a little bitch, and she's gonna come home and be like, fucking eat my box after I just got banged. Like, gross, dude. You're fucking pathetic.
Oh, that was...
Yeah, I took you to a dark place, because that's the
did take-
life you're living. You
Yeah.
fucking cuck. Someone's fucking your wife, but it's not you, and you don't even have friends to bitch to about it.
Your wife cheats on you and you have no one to get
And you-
drunk with?
Can you fucking imagine, dude? Think of how pathetic that is.
If I
Those
get-
are guys whose wives cheat on them and then they don't leave.
Yeah.
They don't leave her and they're like,
We can
things will
fix
get
it."
better. We'll fix it. Because I have no friends now because I left all my friends because I chose this psycho bitch over
If
you.
I got cheated on, the boys would assemble like the Avengers.
Dude,
like,
fuck the Avengers. We'd be like Transformers. We'd like fucking link together and it'd be like, we are a fucking drinking machine.
we are going to put so much beer away. Because
We are gonna go drink Joe Cool's dry.
Because that's the thing. It's like, if you've got plans with your wife, to
Yeah.
bail on them with your friends is shitty, except if one of your best friends gets cheated on.
Yeah.
It could be like the middle of an
Cheated on or
anniversary
broken
dinner.
up with? Dude, literally.
I could be like in the middle of an anniversary dinner, get a call. You're like, oh, Chris got cheated on.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry. You're
Done.
covering this bill. I'll see you in a few hours.
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta go.
I gotta
and,
go.
And any
And
good
they-
girl is like, fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's like the nuclear option. It's DEFCON 1.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm gonna finish this dinner and we're not doing the rest of these plans tonight.
Because, you know, with the way men's mental health is, it's like a 50-50 shot he shoots himself.
Yeah, straight up,
You
man.
get- like, I'm not joking. You gotta get there.
Dude, you gotta be there for your fucking boys.
Yeah, it's like, I got cheated on, boys. I need you. It's like, got my comfy pants on.
Yeah, like, what? You know who you are.
Yeah, that was a direct call.
That was a direct call out for someone who doesn't leave the house when they have comfy pants on. You know who you are.
Yeah, it sucks taking the comfy pants back off, but I'll do it.
But yeah, I have to. If one
to.
of the boys is like, yo, shit hit the fan, man.
Yeah, you gotta get over here.
Or like, I've had buddies.
We're doing
I'm not
drugs.
gonna say who it is, but I had my one buddy who I've already mentioned in this podcast.
Yeah.
And he called me the one day. He's like, yo, like shit got real messy with this girl, blah blah blah. And I was like, on my way.
Yeah.
Like immediately, I'm like on my way. Get there, like they had a big ass fight. I was like, all right, let's fucking chat about this. And we just got tanked.
Yep.
It was a great time.
It is strange, like, if your buddy and his girl are, like, fighting really hard and you have to show up to, like, get him out of there.
Yeah.
And then they, like...
That's what happened. Was he was over at her thing, and I was like, yo, you need to leave and come to where I am.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I'm outside. And I'm like, you should drive away.
Yeah.
You should, like, you need to... That's when you gotta be a real friend. You gotta be like, bro, you need to drive away. We're gonna talk about this, and you're gonna fucking get over this bitch.
But she knows that you guys were hanging out,
she knew that night.
right?
Yeah.
And then if they smooth things over, 3 weeks later you see her, and now there's a tension between you two.
Oh, no, I've talked about this. I was talking about this last night to the wife. I've got this thing. It's a life thing I've figured out.
Okay.
I will not have tension like that without figuring it out. I'm too blunt. I have the reputation for being too blunt.
You do.
Yes. If I think someone doesn't like me or like has an issue, then I'm like, you've got an issue, so why don't you talk to me?
Yeah.
Like, and I'll just go up and be like, the fuck is your problem with me? Like, I don't dislike you, so what's your issue?
Yeah, I
Like-
can't carry that on me.
I'm not going to carry that bullshit with me. If you have a problem, talk to me about it.
Yeah, we'll
I've
figure
done
it
it.
out.
I've done it with every single one of my friends. Been like, yo, this is a fucking problem. Mm-hmm. Fucking talk to me about it.
Yeah.
And like, you just have to live your life like that. Not doing that and then just staying mad at people is toxic.
Yeah, it'll take years off your life.
Dude, it's fucking
Especially because if you're not
stresses
like
you out.
if you're not so mad that it's like friendship ending,
but you'll still
but
see
you're, like,
them, but you're like
pissed.
pissed. What the fuck,
and then
dude?
you, like, why ruin?
Why would you ruin your life?
Yeah, why would you do that?
No, it's
That's
fucking
silly.
wrong. I won't
Yeah.
do it. I won't
Confront
do it.
people, and then if it comes to that it's too much to deal with, then it's too much. But at
I've
least
had
you've
a couple
settled
of
it.
times. I've had a couple of times that I've only had one time. I'm not gonna say who it is. I've only had one time where I was like talked about it, and then I was like, okay, like they were all like, yeah, like I like talking to you. Blah, blah, blah. I thought you didn't like me. Oh, okay, misunderstanding. But then it went right back to being very weird, and I was like, nah, this bitch lied to me.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I was like, there's something weird going on here. Like,
fucking lying to me.
yeah, you lied to me about something. Like, either you don't like me for a specific reason or, like, whatever. Like, but be honest. Every other time, the worst case scenario is that we, like, come to the conclusion that we're, like, we're not going to be best friends, but I appreciate your, like, friendship. And I respect the fact that you were willing to sit down and have a conversation with me about this.
And then you can be in the same room
You can
without
be in
fucking
the same
hating
room
each other.
and not hate each other, and usually you see each other and you're like, oh hey, how are you? And it's like a mutual respect of like you were willing to come talk to me and be like, man, I want it to be weird between us, like fucking we're gonna see each other all the time, like what's up?
And you have terms for it.
Yeah, and it's like whatever,
you know,
we're not gonna be besties, but like we talk.
Yeah,
you know,
it's important.
It's important.
Lay your cards out on the table, people. Stop
Fucking
lying unless that lie is really, really good.
Unless it's really, really
And
good,
it's
and it's
airtight.
important, and it better be airtight, no loose ends.
No loose ends. Like kill someone if you have to.
Yeah,
if you got a blabbermouth,
folks, stay reasonable.
keep doubting. We love you so much. Good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious